are tuned into the Black Nation of Israel. This video is about single mothers who emotional and physical abuse their children. Still, there is no one talking about the issue of single mothers who emotional and physical abusing their children in public. I've seen it. I've witnessed it today. And I'm quite sure some of you all have seen it. I've seen it. Of physical and emotional abuse in public. It's almost as if single black women hate children. Now, I'm not talking about all single black women or single black mothers. I'm talking about half. Especially the ones that's in the Section 8 or HUD housing. And some women that don't even stay in, some single black women that don't even stay in Section 8 or HUD housing. I've seen them mistreating their children in public, in front of white society and white people, the Gentiles, in front of Latinos, you see, and other Gentiles. You know, it's almost as if single black women hate children, and they only have children to get benefits from the government. This is the reason why destruction and some things happen to our people, because we don't reverence, not reverence, but we don't we don't value our children. The single mothers don't value our children. And I see mostly single mothers doing this. The fathers that be with the fathers that sometimes be with their children that I see, they don't be yelling at their children. It's only the single black women that's doing it. And for people to say that spare the rod, it's so you have to whoop your child and make the child a better person. If you punish your child, you make the child a better person. There is a difference between abuse and correcting a child. You see, there is a difference between abuse and physical. There is a difference between physical and emotional abuse and correcting a child and punishing or whooping a child because they did wrong. There is a difference, you see. Even the Gentiles know this. Even the Gentiles know that. That's common sense, you see. I've seen single black mothers whoop and hit her child in the store of Walmart because he simply just dropped a toy on the floor, and she whooped him like he stole something. I've seen single mothers yell at their sons, and they are only 5 or 6 years old. They are toddlers, yelling at their son because he said he spoke a little bit too loud, and she whooped it because she didn't want to be bothered. She didn't have time. So she whooped him and she yelled at him. And I've seen some single mothers who while they was in the store, they tell their sons to, you got money? Do you got money to buy this? Well then, that's not something that you should tell your son. You shouldn't tell your son that. For one thing, your son is a little child. He's nothing, and this was a 5 or 6 year old boy. You see, this is the reason why these single black women are out of order. They taking their anger out on their children. They hate children. This is a major issue that's going to be very important in the future. And we as Negroes, we don't try to prevent problems early. The other Gentiles, they stop problems early. If they see the symptoms, they'll correct it early. We the only people that don't want to tackle these type of problems and prevent these type of problems early. You see, we let this stuff go on and on until it get out of hand. And when it get out of hand, it's beyond repair. You see. I'm gonna let that train go by. Okay. We the only people that don't try to prevent things like this. The other Gentiles, they correct and prevent problems like this, even when it comes to the abuse of children and emotional abuse. This is why they have seminars and special lectures on their children, how to prevent emotional abuse. We're the only people that don't have this, you see. And yes, there is single women, single black women. Now I'm not saying all, but half of single black mothers or women, single black women are emotional and physical abusing their children. You see, and this is going to be an issue in the future, whether you like it or not, because it's going to get beyond repair. Because we the type of people that don't like to correct stuff. We don't want to set up if we don't want to set up a building and all the money that the churches have. You know what I'm saying? They can set up a building and have lectures on this, and to how to prevent. And it should be a lecture or some type of meeting in every black so-called community about this topic here. How to correct this problem. And a lot of people act like they don't see this. This topic exists. Black single women, it seems like they hate black children. And it is happening, and they are emotional and physically abusing children. Because they want the child to hurry up and grow up. And they robbing children of their childhood, you see. This is going on. Without the children, we don't have a future. So there is still No one talking about this topic. About how single black women are abusing and emotionally abusing children. Physical abusing children too. Some have even killed children. You see. Okay, this is the end of the video. Peace.